credits and all that. Like, I miss all that. All that adds to
Yeah,
the product itself of the album. So that was dope that you put that in there. That's classic.
and I had to. And it makes it more of a personable experience when you listen to it because that, you know what I'm saying, gives you the feeling as a listener like you're relating to the music, and that's why it's moving you the way that it moves you. And when you just in that moment, you kind of you in that moment, man. You lose it damn near after a while.
Yeah. Dope. So for everyone else that's let me first ask about scene two specifically, because one of the things that kind of helps, illustrate the story are the things that you call out that are specific to your location, right? Because it kind of
Yeah.
paints the picture, and we know you're from the east side. 2G tells everybody he's
Yes,
from the
I
east
am.
side. So, so in scene two, you're talking about something that went down in the Hyde Park area. The guy shouts out
Yeah.
over by Kenwood. And they're like over on Blackstone. So
Yeah.
why Hyde Park? What made you set that scene in Hyde Park?
Well, the crazy thing is, like, I basically could just say, like, it's a personal thing to me with Hyde Park. That's how of my life. And in this time, like, reflective kind of really based out of, you know what I'm saying, Hyde Park at that time. That,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, we were there. So it holds a special place. So I wanted to feel this play. I used to, you know what I'm saying, 52nd Street off Harbor was where I parked. Like, at the time, I used to live there. You know what I mean? So I
Mm-hmm.
can call out what I know. You know what I'm saying? And that
Right.
it's familiar to others if you're from around that way. Or if you, even if you're not from around that, you get a picture. You know what I mean? So you know what's as you driving by, you happen to be around that way one day, you can hear it in the song like, oh, that's what he was talking about. Oh, this is where he parked. Oh, that's where they met. This
Right.
where the fight.
It's real life. It's real
Wow.
life.
Like, yeah, I want to give people options when they get the feeling of listening to it. Like,
Right. So can
man,
can you
yeah.
can you can you tell us, do you guys get to fight? Like, who wins the fight? Can you tell us that?
uh, who wins the fight is determined by your imagination because a shot pretty much broke up everything. I'm just gonna just be forth. Okay, I'm not gonna specifically write about me getting my ass whipped. That's all I know from that. Okay, you have to worry about that part. I have something happen, but I'm not just gonna lose like that. Not when I'm writing. You're crazy,
Right. You have to write your own story with that in there.
right? Like, nah, you want me to get my ass whooped? You write yours. I'm not losing in my own. I gotta have some element of just like the man there. Like, stop.
That's hilarious. So, shout out to Tony Baines if he's listening. Hope he's
Yes,
listening.
yes, the
So,
legend.
how did you guys connect? Or when did you guys connect?
You know, well, here's the thing. Like, I've always known about Tony Baines for as long as I can remember since I've gotten to this music thing. You know what I'm saying? You can't turn a pillar without hearing the name Tony Baines. You couldn't shop at Leaders without hearing the name Tony Baines. You know what I mean? It just so happens that I actually got a chance to meet him through my big homie Vic Spencer. Shout out to Vic Spencer. He actually has a show at Reggie's tonight with Westside Gunn and Conway. So shout
Mm-hmm.
out to Vic. When I
Shout
got
out
a
Vic.
chance to meet Tony Baines through Vic, you know what I mean? I used to jump on one of his joints, and he started noticing I've been popping up at shows, and he was rocking with me. And this is where it all correlates back to the beginning of the show. We dedicated it to Prodigy because us moment working together was officiated through meeting at the Mobb Deep Hell on Earth tour show that I opened up for at Promontory.
Mm-hmm.
So he was actually, if you see the performance, he's actually standing right behind me, right next to DJ BVEX. And he's rocking out to the show and Rocking We Go the whole time. That day solidified, he said, you know what, me and you doing a project together. It's got to go
Nice.
down. Let's swing. Let's work.
That's what's up. Everybody in Chicago isn't, out for themselves. So, when we see, dope
Yeah,
collaborations between, really dope people doing dope things, like I always want to,
yeah,
put that in the spotlight. That's, this EP is dope. I believe this is going to be a classic. It's going to be, a favorite of your
yeah,
fans, for yours. So shout out to him for that and for y'all, getting together to put this story together because the
yeah.
story,
That's the big hunk right there.
if you guys, are listening
Yeah,
and you heard scene one and scene two, that this story is just getting started. I'm going to tell you to go listen to the rest of the EP so you can figure out everything else that goes on because a lot goes down in this day. Like at one point, I was like, "Is this still the same day? I don't. How is all this happening?" Um, but it's
the
totally
challenge
possible.
in detail. I had to make sure that the transitions was just like that was the fun part because it's like how can I jump into this part and make it make sense with what just happened. So
Right.
like by the time you get to the end of it, I'll put a solemn guarantee that by the time you get to the end of the joint, you're not even gonna know it's over. You're gonna be like, wait, it just start again. What just happened? Like y'all are gonna want more. I
Yep.
promise.
Yep. So you guys make sure you check that out. Tell everybody where they can find it again.
They can find it on my SoundCloud. That's soundcloud.com/D2GDA Greats. So D2G the Great. And you can also go over to my Bandcamp, if you will. That's D2Gmusic.bandcamp.com. And I pretty much suggest y'all go there because y'all can find the rest of my catalog from my first mixtape all the way up until now with the first Hot Day EP just in case you guys need some more music to search over. But D2Gmusic.bandcamp.com.
Dope. So what's up next for two? I know that you like to think ahead, but I mean I know that you might be on focusing on the tour
Yeah.
right now. But is there anything that we should be looking out for coming up from you?
Well, listen, I mean, we still got the tour and everything. We're in, as you stated before, we're in Toronto right now, about to get ready for tomorrow's show at the supermarket, restaurant, and bar. But aside from that, just more shows. I'm actually going to be performing in the International Festival of Light this July 4th. So if y'all not doing anything and y'all in the Union Park area, come holler at your boy. Let's see, the Christopher Lamar Experience with Brooklyn meets Chicago going down July the 12th.
July
You know what I mean? At the
12th.
Promontory. Yes, cancer season is here, baby. We're going to be at the Promontory on the 12th. So y'all come on out, man. It's a grand opening, grand closing show. It's going to be crazy.
And it's gonna
July.
feature opening a young lady by the name of
Yes,
Sherion. Shout out to Sherion. She's gonna be giving tribute
yes,
to
yes,
Aaliyah, which we have
yes.
not done with the tribute before. So it's none of the tribute shows have been the same ever. So if you've been to one, you have not been to this one. So I'm gonna need to see all of you
Yeah,
at the Promontory, which is in Hyde Park, where this EP takes place for the most part at Promontory.
exactly. It
So.
all comes back to the EP. This is why I wanted to submit this in forever. You know what I mean? Also, I'm opening for this thing that's going down at the Bottom Lounge. That's happening on July the 20th. You know what I mean? As you know what I'm saying, as well as going on, finishing with the tour, but Soul Fly Fest going down at the Bottom Lounge July 20th.
Dope, dope, dope. All right, well then you guys have heard it first here. I support the Dope Radio. Thanks to 2G for being my guest as always. Pleasure having you on the show.
Yes, yes.
Thanks for all you
Looking at my
do.
clock, and it's about that time.
Hey, which by the way, I should say that season 3 is coming. So for those of you who have
Yes.
been, waiting, trying to figure out when Support the Dope Radio is returning, August 1st, which is a Tuesday, which will be at
Oh,
7:30 Central. Make sure you guys look out for that. Put on your calendars, set your reminders, whatever you gotta do, but don't miss that show on August 1st, 7:30. And it'll be every Tuesday for the entire season, which is it's an 8-week season. So I'm not gonna tell you who the guests are yet, but you know how I like to do. So I'm gonna have some more dope
mm,
Chicago artists on the show. Make sure you guys are
yes,
tuning in
yes.
so you can hear from them and hear what they have to say and let them tell their own stories, kind of like the first Hot Day EP. So tune into
Yeah.
that. Um, But other than that, thank you once again for tuning in, especially if you're tuning in live. If you want to listen to the playback, or if you know your friends and your aunties and your uncles and your teachers and whoever else missed it, tell them to go to supportthedope.com, or they can go to the Spreaker app and
Yes,
look up Support the Dope Radio to listen to the playback of the show, as well as the other shows from season two. They're all on Spreaker as well. Season one and season two are on my SoundCloud, which is CB Radio 82, of course. So make sure you go check
yes,
those out. That is D2G on my theme song.
that's
So
me, baby.
you will continue to hear more from him every single Tuesday of the show.
Yes, yes,
But yes, but thank you so much and enjoy your tour. Tell Reflective Music Camp I said what up and congratulations
yes,
on your
yes.
second official tour. I'll be looking for you guys to come back to Chicago. Come back. Don't go and
Oh,
stay
we'll be
forever.
back. We'll be back. We can't leave. The game needs us.
All right, cool. Where else can everyone find you on social media if they are looking to follow you?
I'm happy you asked. You can actually follow me on your. I always got to put that in there. You can actually find me on your social medias, your Twitters and Instagrams at 2G Make a Move. That's the number. That's the letter. Make a Move. So at 2G Make a Move on Instagram and Twitter. You can find me on Facebook, D2G Music. Or if all else, just follow me on our website at reflective-music.com.
Boom, that's it. All right, y'all. That's a wrap for today's show. Thank you for tuning in. I will talk to you soon, hopefully on August 1st. And if you're in Chicago, make sure I'm seeing you at the Promontory on July 12th. I will be in town for that. So come see me. Come see 2G. We'll both be there. Um,
Yeah.
enjoy that hot day EP. Please go check that out. That's dope. But other than that,
Uh-huh.
we'll talk to you soon. And as always, never ever forget to support the dope. Ah, holla!